life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who or what is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
What do you want? Boss is busy.
Beast strokes his beard for a few seconds, buries his hand inside it, then whips it out again to display his extended middle finger. He marches past, finger still raised, to the chagrin of the gawking guard. The guard shrugs back.
Boss can take care of himself. I'd like to see your friend try that with him. I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anna? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bart, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed grin, flashing blood-stained teeth. Beast whistles the moment he sees his fellow dwarf and slams his right fist into his left palm, growling all the while. Beast thrusts his weapon at his fellow dwarf, who looks first to you, then to Beast. He's surprisingly unfazed by the obvious threat.
You're a brave lad waltzing in here now. I know who you are, you know. The Beast of the Sea. What brings you to this good-for-nothing town?
Operation Downfall, you numbskull, and you'll tell me what you know, or I'll turn your guts inside out and stuff them down your throat.
Disgusting. Well, before you go blood-crazed, you should know the Queen's no friend of mine. Not no more.
He hawks a wad of spit on the floor, then motions to the room around him.
I'm a businessman. I can't say I always keep things on the up and up, but I don't think a rogue pirate's got a lot of room to judge a man for his various trade concerns. And what Justinia's cooking up ain't so good for my bottom line. I don't want to help Justinia. I want to stop her.
Beast considers Lohar's words for a moment, then sheaths his weapon and motions to Lohar to keep talking.
I thought you'd see things my way.
Lohar was in way over his head. Death fog's nothing to mess with. All that matters now is getting to Arcs and stopping that bomb. Lives are at stake.
Brave lass, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Family matter. She's one of mine, acting like her brains are scrambled though. Came after me with a knife. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy?
What's got into you?
I've got to say I'm impressed. I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eyes, looking you up and down.
You know, the order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken's still lurking, though. They're still hauling folks off to the Joy. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you?
Tell the truth now. Who was it that sent you?
Let me guess. Seaver sent you off looking for sorcerers. I could help you, but last I heard you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the hurts would I help a worm like that?
You're making this much
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out, depending on what you can do for me.
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
I got people to maintain. You help me, I help you. Simple as that. Everything costs something round here. Only question is how much you're willing to pay.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy.
Tell the truth now. Who was it that sent you?
That'd be up to him, wouldn't it? No one's seen him in a good few. I got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. Good. One more thing. Like I said, Mordus is a sorcerer. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you? Alright, just make sure to keep the blindfold on. You take it off, you lose the challenge. Real simple. In any case, you're in for a treat, lass. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along with you? It's your only chance, so put your thinking cap on.
your blindfold and nudges your nose with her own, laughing.
Nice to see the cub has some claws. You drew blood. Enough to know you're alive. And you proved yourself against my little challenge. So now we will fight, you and I. Come on. Show me I'm alive. Talk to the raucous one when you're ready to fight.
She winks over her shoulder at you and then disappears.
Nice show out there. You're smouldering, you are. Oh, this'll be a scotcher. Who you taking along? You only get this one chance, so keep your wits about you.
Champion. Good for my belly. Good for my happiness.
The dwarf bounces up and down with glee, then catches himself and clears his throat. He bows before you.
Extraordinary, lass, just extraordinary. The spirit of the one has yet to settle, but it hovers near. It knows your great feat. I feel the glow. Ain't just praise you're earning, though. Giving you this key, too. It's an arena champ tradition. Takes you to treasure, it does. And only a champ can survive that journey.
The dwarf bellows out to all within earshot.
I proclaim thee the champion of the Driftwood Arena. Get your gloat on and take a swig of ale. Hell, take a dozen. We'll be singing for years to come of the great human void slayer.
You ain't gonna last much longer.
Better get out there before Mortis makes it all the way past Arks.
Lohse takes the amulet and turns it over in his hand. He pockets it matter-of-factly.
You ain't gonna last much
What did you find in the cave? Dead, more dead, and Mortis with them. I owe ya. Whole realm owes you, really, but I'll do my best to settle that debt myself. Take this key. Nicked it from the Whites. It opens a chest in the Magister Barracks, 2nd floor. Be careful getting at it. If they spot ya, it'll be lights out. Should be some good stuff in there, though. Real good. Right. Yes. Indeed. Apart from Mortis, I can think of 3 folks in the area who'd be worth your time. Give me a map. First, a demonologist. My people reported he passed through here not long ago. Avoided the Magisters very carefully, that one. J-Hand's his name. I'll show you where we last saw him. Next is an easy one. Well, maybe not easy, but obvious. Ricca, master of the old graveyard. Now there's a sorcerer you don't want to double-cross. Not far from here either. Last one I can think of may not be useful. There's an elf called Sahala. Young but powerful. She got carted off to the Joy. Her people have been spotted in the area though, and I wouldn't have put it past them to spring her out. Here, they worship that girl, like she were their flesh-munching god himself. And there you have it. I hope one of them can tell you what you need to know. Well, someone will have to clean up the mess in that cave. Bury the dead. Get rid of anything the Magisters might use to pin anything on us. But you, I imagine you'll be moving on.
Hope you don't go blind after.
Here I still am, and here you still are. Adrift and bloody driftwood. Yes? Have you anything to report? The rat bastards. Hid 'em right under our very noses. A marvellous find indeed. But I don't suppose you actually saw Lohse or one of his cronies handle these weapons in person. That...
He rolls his eyes when he realizes you were being sarcastic.
Fine. You got me. Now can we please move on with the investigation? This smuggling operation must be part of the bigger conspiracy that I suspect is taking place somewhere in the treacherous Reaper's Bluffs. I trust I'll continue to have your unmitigated support and loyalty as a matter of course. Speaking of loyalty, here's a little incentive to keep up the good work. Don't you let up now, you hear? Here I still am, and here you still are. Adrift and bloody driftwood. Yes? Have you anything to report?
He snatches the letter from your hand and skims through it with mounting indignation.
Lohse! He's been involved from the start! And Justinia, No, but I won't say the word. I've had enough of words. We need action. The great and honourable Dallas will hear of this. She will know where the serpent slithers and crush it under her heel. As for you, there's a little reward in order, I think. There's a chest in the barracks full of confiscated goods. Here's the key. If you see anything you like, it's yours to keep. all we have to do is wrap matters up.
He leans in. His voice drops to a whisper.
Listen, there are such things as courts of law, due process, judges, jurors. But these are all things that stand in the way of honest to goodness justice. And Lohse, even the gallows are too good for that rat, let alone a cell. So how about you make certain he gets his just deserts? I don't care. I want Lohse's head on this here table. See to it, would you?
Red thinks he can shout jump, and we'll snap back with how high. I'll not abase Lohse before one of them anytime soon.
You? I know what you did, you know. Turned your back on me and gave that letter to the Reds. If I didn't already owe you one, you'd be in a heap on the floor. What do you want?
Poor baby.
Ha! Come on in, let's see what you're made of.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Finish the job. God's help you.
'em, and I'll knock the head in. Doing what are you here? Laughing to me? I having an injurious brainwave. Again to try. Not to be worth it. Aye, tending and have been grown by their largest fans. Good little gnomes.
It's all right.
It's all right.
God. Ugh, a chill just rolled up my spine.
Thank you for bringing Queen Justinia's letter to my attention. Soon she will hear the hammer fall. I have all the evidence I need to prove Queen Justinia is plotting against the Magisters. All we need to do now is take care of the pup she sent to play. Lohse. Well, well, well. I'd recognize that ugly mug anywhere. Can't have been easy walking out of that arena with that particular bloody stump. I must say I'm impressed. With Lohse dead, we can finally close the chapter on Dwarven conspiracy in Driftwood. The Magisters are indebted to you. You have done us a great service indeed. Any here I was thinking you did it for the greater good. Very well. A reward you demand, and a reward you shall have. I trust you'll find the compensation for your troubles adequate.
I can't, sir. I think it's getting tighter. A purple-faced magister claws at an organic breastplate. His comrade tries desperately to open it, but to no avail. It's bound by thin vines, burrowing into flesh. He put it on. He weren't meant to put it on.
It's eating me! It's...
The breastplate, it grew out of a dead bloody elf, but Herman wouldn't listen. Yes, exactly. Do you know what to do? Gods damn it. Please, is there anything you can do? The breastplate writhes, tendrils pressed tight into flesh. The Magister's eyes roll wildly.
It's whispering. Make it stop, make it stop!
Your fingers meet mucus as they pry beneath the plates. One shifts loose with a hiss, and a putrid mist coats your face.
Holy hell! Ah! That hurts!
The blow lands a little harder than you intended, and he slumps. Without his struggling, the armor slips free with ease. Right. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I warned him.
Hush! The ancestor speaks.
She places a hand on her armor, eyes shut, as if straining to hear.
Ah, it fades. It must be whole. Then the ancestor can speak freely.
What? Give!
You bargain. Your life. This is my offer. Here. Be glad you do not join the other thieves.
She places a hand on her armor, eyes shut, as if straining to hear.
Ah, it fades. It must be whole. Then the ancestor can speak freely. Only one. In the city they call Arx. It is said to be a hollow place. Stone and fire and filth. I go even so.